Hi ladies, welcome back for another video. I am so excited that you are here because today we're talking all about how to actually get things done. You are not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you just need that little extra push, and that's why I'm here. I'm going to give you 5 micro discipline hacks to massively up-level your life, especially before the end of this year. Let's make 2025 the best year yet. The first hack that we're going to talk about is time blocking, and I cannot stress how important this is. When you don't time block and plan in advance, you tend to procrastinate and overthink. That's why so many of you are not getting things done. You may not have 8 to 10 hours every day to work on your goals, but can you spare 30 minutes? Can you spare an hour here, 2 hours there, 15 minutes there? Schedule that time in, even if it's just 30 minutes a day. Just because you don't have an entire day to dedicate to something, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to do anything at all. Use your timer, set alarms. You have so many tools at your fingertips that'll help you reach your goals. I am a timers girly. This is so good, especially if you work a 9 to 5, you have a family, a husband, whatever the case may be. Use your timers, girl. What I like to do is set my timer for about an hour, and within that hour, I am strictly working on my goals. Whatever my focus is for that day, that is my dedicated time. And once the timer goes off, then I can rest. Then I can go back to doing whatever I was doing before. But within that time, I am focused. I am disciplined. For the longest time, I found myself constantly praying and asking God, why am I not here yet? Why am I not successful in this area? I was praying and asking God for the same things over and over again. But what I've been feeling lately is God telling me, you have to go. This reminds me of when Melody Cherie came up with God said go. That's what I feel in my spirit right now. God said go. You have to start putting the work in order to see the results you're looking for. God isn't going to do all of the work for you. You have to be proactive and start taking steps towards your goals. A few weeks ago, I was at church and we had a guest speaker. In his sermon, he referenced a scripture from Exodus, and this was right when Moses was getting ready to part the Red Sea, and he was crying out to God, asking God for help. And God had responded by saying, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. When I heard this, something just clicked inside of me, and it made me realize all of the years that I've been crying out to God, asking him the same prayers over and over again. But what I started to hear was, I need to move forward. I have to move and start taking steps and actually put the work in. So many of you are stuck because you're not pressing forward. You're not taking action. What is the word that God gave you before? What ideas have God already given you? Waiting for God to give you the entire staircase is not going to work. You have to take the first step in faith. And that leads me to number 2. And number 2 is to just start. Take the first step. What I've learned is that there's a very fine line between preparation and procrastination. Over preparing, over planning can lead you to procrastination because you think you have to be perfect in order to take any steps at all. Perfectionism is not going to get you the results you want. It's by taking that first step, taking consistent action. That's what builds momentum. What is one thing you can do today? One baby step that you can take today? What is the first step? Just start moving, and as you move, as you take steps, that is when you start to get more clarity, more confidence. Confidence doesn't come from you waiting. It doesn't come from you sitting around preparing. Preparation and studying is great, but at some point you're going to have to start applying what you've been working on, applying what you've been preparing. Believing that you have to know everything before you get started will keep you stuck in a limited mindset. I just thought about this Bible verse that I came across in Proverbs, and it says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. You not putting in the work, going after your dreams, becoming the person that you're supposed to be, by you not doing those things, it is literally making you sick. It makes your heart sick. The last thing you want to do is get to the end of your life and have so many regrets because you never got started. Number 3 is habit stacking, and a really good book for this is Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he talks all about habit stacking. Basically, habit stacking is when you pair something that you have to do with something that you're already going to do or something that you like to do. For example, if I don't have time to sit down and read a book, what I'll do is I'll listen to an audiobook while I go for a walk or while I'm working out. If you have a long commute, that is such a great way to habit stack, especially if you drive for 30 to 45 minutes one way every day. You can get so much done within that time. For me, some days I say my affirmations when I'm driving. I'll listen to an audio book. I'll listen to a course. If I'm already driving for 40 minutes, I might as well put that time to good use. Number 4 is cycle syncing, and cycle syncing is so important as a woman. I talked all about cycle syncing in my last video. I'll link it down below. Tracking your cycle is so important because we have different energy levels during different phases of our cycle. During the follicular and the ovulatory phases, that's when we tend to have the most energy. This is a great time period to schedule all of the tasks that's going to require the most energy and effort. This is a good time for your high intensity workouts, your grocery shopping, batching your videos if you're a content creator, going to social and networking events. Try your best to use your follicular and your ovulatory phases to schedule all the activities that are going to require the most energy and effort from you. During your luteal and menstrual phases, this is when your body is craving more alone time, more rest time. Honor your body. Use this time to rest and recharge and recuperate. You don't have to be on go mode for the entire month because you're not trying to burn yourself out. This is why so many women are stressed and burnt out, because they're not honoring their bodies. They're not honoring their cycles. I highly recommend the 28 app so you can get started with cycle syncing. And number 5 is to romanticize your life as much as possible. The more you romanticize something, the more willing you are to do it. Our brains don't like to do things that feel hard or boring. So how can you add some more romance into your life? How can you add some more pleasure and play and make it enjoyable? When you're sitting down to do your monthly budget, try lighting a candle. Try playing some nice music in the background when you're doing chores that you really don't want to do. Every morning before I go to work, I'll stop at Starbucks or Tim Hortons and get me a matcha. And this is just something small that I do to romanticize my morning. I don't always like to get up in the morning, have a long commute in Atlanta traffic. But when I have a matcha in my hand and I'm listening to an audio book or a YouTube video, I just feel so in my flowy energy. I feel like I'm already enjoying my day. And this is before the day really gets started. I'm already feeling like that girl just because I got a matcha. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make your life softer and more enjoyable. If you made it this far into the video, leave me a purple heart in the comment section down below. If you are not subscribed, what are you doing, girl? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.